Hi, welcome to another Power Blast podcast. Hey, voluntarily self quarantining doesn't have to be a recipe for boredom. There's lots of ways out there to be happy, productive, occupied when you feel trapped at home. I'm going to give you some ideas. Stay tuned. Hey there, my friend Perry Tinsley here, creator of the Power Blast podcast, the power of possibility, passion, and purpose. And I've been so grateful to be able to bring this podcast to you over the past few weeks. We've been in the middle of a big move. We moved back into our house in Boise, as I told you last week, and I'm getting my office set up. And, well, the acoustics are a little bit echoey, probably not on the microphone here, but just getting things set up. But for us, it's been okay because everybody in our state is in a lockdown or hunkered down or self-quarantine, whatever it is that you want to call it. I think most of the states in the United States is, and perhaps wherever you're listening, from where you're at in the world, you're probably hunkered down too. So, but it got me thinking, there's a lot of things that you can really take advantage of when it comes to doing this. Now, one, obviously we're wanting to protect ourselves from getting it, but also to prevent ourselves from spreading it. Many of us, I think, may not realize we even can be carrying it and not having any symptoms. And so we get this false sense of security. So a lot of us are on the defense, but we also need to be proactive too. And so there's some things that we're staying at home, except for essential travel, perhaps to the grocery store. But it got me thinking, there's a lot of things that you can do to make the most of your time at home. I know it's really easy to just feel the overwhelm of stress and what are you going to do if you've got the kids, and if you've lost your job, you're probably searching for alternatives or trying to get unemployment, at least here in the U.S. And you may not be thinking of some of the opportunities that you could potentially do during this time that we have to stay, self-quarantine. It doesn't always mean we're confined to be indoors, but there are some things that you can do to really, once this is all over, to level yourself up a little bit and be able to really take advantage of some of the things of while you're at home. So one is to just pick up on your New Year's resolutions that you started. Perhaps you were going, whatever those resolutions were that you were going to attack this year, and then they got put on the back burner, and then with all the drama, you maybe even forgot about them because we're focusing on other things. Go back to those and conquer whatever it is for you that you're wanting to achieve in the year of 2020. Another one is to just go outside. Just because you're quarantined to be away from public places doesn't mean you can't go for a walk around the block or a quick bike ride or a quick run. Lots of things are closed, and of course you've got to keep yourself distanced from other people. But as spring is coming into our area, there's yard work that can be done. There's we have a great community that we can walk around and do other things that just to even see some other stuff that to take a drive and just go out into the country and where nobody else is, and just take a look around, take in some fresh air and get some sunshine. So that's one way. Now, obviously, if you're going to parks and stuff like that, you don't want to sit on benches, and I think a lot of parks are closed anyway. But you want to do that. Another tip is to just catch up on some reading. A lot of times people are like, I don't read enough, or I don't listen to audiobooks enough, or I don't listen to podcasts enough. Just because of your work day and the other family obligations, this can be your chance to dig into a good book or two. I subscribe to Audible, but I also get books on Kindle that way. But you probably, if you're a reader at all, you've probably got a stack of books or even magazines that you're like, man, I wish I had the time to read. Well, take the time to do that. I know Netflix is a real compelling thing or online video streaming is compelling to just sit and veg out and watch that. But you know what? picking up a great book can really be of some awesome help. Next tip is exercise. You knew I was going to go there. If you're stuck inside, this is the thing. I've got 3 different groups that I'm running right now, virtual groups, and just having discussions with people on this is the time that you can. A lot of times people are like, I'm too time crunched for time. I can't get in my workout stuff, and some of you are working from home, and that may be true. You can bang out 10, 20 minutes of a great workout and start doing it consistently and getting into a routine. That's what I talked about last week on the podcast with self-quarantining is to get yourself into a daily routine that you can stick with. And exercise would be so awesome. Some of the easiest ways, if you're a runner, is to just go out and do some running or some walking. Just the sun alone can boost your spirits and your immune system, right? And make you happier and healthier. Just setting aside that time for cardio. If you've got one of those Wii Fit, do they even make those anymore? Dig that baby out. Or you know what? Beachbody On Demand. It's seen, believe it or not, it's just crazy. It has seen a huge surge in subscribers in the past 3-4 weeks since this pandemic thing has been going on. Probably because there's something for everyone. Everything from body weight exercises from beginner to advanced, intermediate, etc. Whether you have equipment at home or no equipment, there's something in there. I can put a link in the show notes there, but I have a lot of people that are digging into just picking one program and following the plan as designed and seeing what they can accomplish in the next few weeks. So that's another great tip. Dealing with your paperwork, I know, doesn't sound like the most fun, but if you've got the time to do it now, why not? Why try to put it on the back burner to when you're more busy? If you've got the time now, most of us have paperwork that's piling up that just needs to be organized or needs to be filtered or needs to be set aside for what's going to go to the shredder. It's scattered all around. This is the time that you can go and get that organized and maybe update some of your record keeping stuff. Speaking of that, the next one is to declutter. You go and binge watch on Netflix. You're going to go onto Netflix, go to the Marie Kondo stuff and watch her things on decluttering, but then create a giveaway and donation pile. Clutter is one of those things that, it's things we own and it doesn't bring us value anymore. It doesn't bring us joy. It's items that for a lot of times we don't want to let go, but it's really burdening us more than anything. Just think like the stack of magazines that you have that you're swearing that you're going to read one day, but you really never get to. All of the mismatched tools or screws or whatever it is out in the tool area that you're keeping around just in case, or those things that you wear that you're holding on to, but you're never going to wear again. But you know that you put such value on it. You're like, oh my gosh, I spent all that money on it. I've got to hold on to it. But you'll never wear it. Clutter is one of those big problems that just affects our psychology and our mood and things like that. And it's not just the physical space that it's taken up, but it's the mental space that's doing it. So this would be a great time to just go through, do some decluttering, even just picking a room, let's say a closet or one room to go through, can make you just feel empowered and it just lightens the load to do that. So go through and take some time to declutter. So I hope those tips help you. If you're going to be stuck at home for months, why not improve yourself? Why not improve your home? After all, if you're going to be cooped up, you might as well enjoy where you're going to be and make the most of it, because you've been looking for the time to have it or been looking for the opportunity to be at home more. That's the other thing I love is when people are working from home. A lot of times people are like, oh man, because I work at home. People are like, Perry, I wish I could work at home. We've got the opportunity now, right? So make the most of it. I wish you the best out there. And if you would like some more amazing ways to improve yourself and just give yourself some structure throughout your day during this crazy time, then you'll want to grab my free Success Habits Master List. It's packed with routines, rituals, and tips and strategies just to move you from that feeling of chaotic and overwhelmed to feeling grateful, healthy, happy, focused, and fulfilled. It's absolutely free. You can find that at morningsuccesshabits.com. Absolutely free. Again, that's morningsuccesshabits.com. energized.com. That's all I have for this week. I appreciate you so much. And thanks for just tuning in. That absolutely rocks. And if you get a chance to subscribe and share and pass this on to somebody, and even get over into your podcast app and leave an honest rating and review, man, that boosts your universe vibes out there. I don't know. It may help other people get access to this podcast. You absolutely rock, my friend. And as always, remember, it's never too late. We'll see you next week.